In my workshops, we talk about composition.
Mhm.
I have students do thumbnails in almost all of my workshops, thumbnail sketches. I teach them what thumbnail sketches are. I teach them why they need to do them. I teach them several ways to make them. But look, I know that a lot of people roll their eyes and really get resistant when people bring up thumbnail sketches because the way that they may have been taught to us previously, it just wasn't that fun and it didn't seem useful. It seemed like either tedious, busy work or not helpful or something. You know, for example, if someone had told me that the only way that I could ever do thumbnail sketches was in Vine charcoal, I would never have made another thumbnail sketch again.
Yeah.
I hate Vine charcoal. You know, you need to be able to do your preparatory sketches in a medium that you personally enjoy. And you can do it in anything. I've got a mentee. She does her thumbnail sketches on a whiteboard, photographs them, and then erases. It's like a beautiful thing. I think that's so inspiring. But composition is really simple. Okay. Composition, what is it? What makes a composition good? So imagine you walking into a gallery and you see a painting all the way across the room, 30 feet away, and you want to go look at it. You're drawn to it. Why? You don't even know what it's a painting of yet, necessarily. It's that abstract combination of value shapes that makes you want to go and look at it. And then you get closer and closer and closer, and you realize maybe what it's a painting of. And then you get close enough to see, and your eye gets drawn into the canvas somewhere in a certain spot, and that's the focal point.
Mhm.
The focal point is not the subject of the painting by default. Everybody thinks, oh, okay, I'm going to make a painting of some lemons in a bowl, and then that's going to be my focal point. And I'm like, yay, that's really nice. But unless you create a whole lot of contrast around your lemons in the bowl, they will not be the focal point. The focal point is an effect of contrast. So, absolutely, you can manipulate the viewer to focus first, enter your painting wherever you want them to, but you're not doing it with the subject of the painting. You're doing it with contrast. So what we do, and then there's this thing that's called the rule of thirds, where you have a thirds grid on your painting. This is very, very basic, and a lot of people disagree with it, but I think as far as a teaching tool, it's useful.
Mm.
You place your focal point in one of those spots where the rule of thirds lines intersect each other, and you can't really go wrong. You're well enough inside the canvas that you're not leading the viewer out. My screen right now is doing lots of bad things compositionally. I have these lines going right out of the corners. Hopefully I'm intriguing enough to keep your attention in the screen, but I should keep my face right here in the one rule
Mhm.
of thirds point.
Yeah.
And have high contrast, which I hope I do. Should have put on lipstick or something. The point is, the subject of your painting will not be the focal point by default. And as that person is coming across the gallery from 30 feet away, the closer and closer they get to your painting, that's what their eyes are going to zero in on. And then you move them around, or at least you attempt to manipulate them just a little bit. And the entire point of all of this is that they stay on your painting and take it home with them instead of somebody else's. Yeah. I mean, it's not about selling necessarily. It's about obsession. It's about love. And it's about what I call long lookability, which is the only reason that I ever buy any painting is because it has long lookability.
Mhm.
Something, that isn't just a one-off beautiful thing in a painting, but that there are these other little Easter eggs to find as you're moving around and looking later on. Though that's what I want in a piece of art that I want to buy.